Let's talk about, if it's okay, Keith, could you please cover what is the HIA? What's the role of the HIA? How does it support builders and home buyers?
Thank you. Look, yes, the HIA, Housing Industry Association, is an industry association which represents businesses working in the home building industry. So whilst a lot of our members are home builders, we also have other people involved in helping supply homes to your buyers. So we have consultants, we have contractors, we have manufacturers, we have suppliers. They all are part of the chain which supplies homes, and they are all, many of them are members of HIA. A lot of our members work in detached homes, but also many work in smaller multi-unit and even some larger multi-unit projects. So we have a fairly diverse membership, but fundamentally HIA is about supporting businesses to build homes for people to live in. And everything we do is helping our members to achieve that goal and to work with governments and other key agencies to ensure that what they do doesn't frustrate getting homes built, and more importantly, getting homes built in a way that's affordable and meets the needs of buyers. Because ultimately, what we and our members want to see is people able to move into their new home happy and satisfied with what they've got. And that's a pretty important thing for us.
It's the same for all of us, isn't it? Without customers, the end consumer, none of us are here. So, it's pretty important, I guess, that we're satisfying their needs along the way, and we've got a common goal in that respect.
That's right. And look, it's probably also worth stressing that a lot of the work that I do with advocacy with governments in particular is keeping in mind that we want people to be able to live in a home, to be safe and secure, and to have some financial stability and certainty as well about their life. And so the current housing situation we're facing, where there's a shortage of homes, is very much a problem of supply. And what is frustrating is that there's plenty of builders out there who would love to be able to provide more homes. And there's a lot of red tape and other bureaucracy that is frustrating that. It's true, but there's also industry conditions which are making it hard. But there is a great capacity for our members and our industry as a whole to provide more homes and get people into that state of financial certainty and safety and having their own home. And I think that's really a critical part which drives why we do what we do.
There's also constraints on people's borrowing capacity too that don't allow that, and that's obviously tightened up over the last, couple of years as well. So relief
yes, look, we have HIA does have an economics team led by Tim Reardon, and they're very passionate about that particular point at the moment. They've got a very powerful view that the prudential regulators, the regulators who regulate the financial institutions like banks, are being overly cautious at the moment. And I find that's a bit of a trend with government in general. There tends to be a bit of a paternalistic, patronising approach towards people. They tend not to give people credit for what they're capable of doing and tend to assume that they can't make their own rational decisions. And I think, unfortunately, prudential regulation is one example of that. Obviously, we're not saying let everyone just go and get whatever they want, and banks aren't dumb enough to do that anyway. But there are some restrictions at the moment which do need to be looked at. And hopefully, particularly as we're facing sometime this year, hopefully sooner rather than later, a cut in interest rates and ideally consumer confidence starting to really improve. I think that's important that we don't have unnecessary barriers frustrating that consumer desire.
Absolutely. I think we're of the same opinion. Interest rates at some stage this year is going to come back, and that consumer confidence will pick up, which will be great.